we are live. You ready for another Bitcoin weekly chart analysis? Sorry, I did not do a live stream last week, mainly because I was really busy with Thanksgiving, so did not do a weekly chart analysis. Didn't miss much, so don't worry about it. But this week I will go over the charts here. Back, it's kind of weird being back doing these. I feel like, although I don't work, I feel like I'm going back to work for some reason. Coming after the holidays, it's quite daunting to wake up again and do things and getting back on schedule. So, oh, hello, Yellow. I see you. Some reason the chat not showing up? There it is. Hello, Yellow. I see you in the chat. So this week, I'll start off my Monday back to the Bitcoin weekly chart analysis. We'll take a quick look at what happened. You didn't miss much. The price didn't move, but the price is moving now. I suspect we're going to have a very long and cold winter. That's my prediction. Oh, you got something to say for cotton candy? What is it? I was playing, we were live streaming Roblox. Played every day, streamed it all week. It was fun. It was very, very exhausting at times as well. So, and I got a busy, it sounds kind of weird for me to say I got a busy schedule today, but believe it or not, I actually do. Got a lot of stuff to do. Gotta, you sorry for slapping her. We were playing slap battles on Roblox, and yeah, Yellow, you were too powerful. You were overpowered. My goodness. The sky turned red, and yeah, it was all hell broke loose in that game. I have to admit that was crazy. So I had a great time. Oh, the holiday season was very fun for me. First time I ever live streamed every day. Of course, I was just live streaming playing Roblox with everyone in the live chat and with Cotton Candy, my youngest. That's not her real name, of course. We're just using that moniker while we live stream together. It all started because someone asked, one of you, I don't know who, but one of you asked that I play or live stream Roblox, and lo and behold, here we are, live streaming playing Roblox. So that's amazing. But today I'm going to be talking about chart analysis, the weekly. I missed last week's. Sorry about that. But you didn't miss much. Right now what I'm showing is the prices of all the other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin's on top because it's by market share, by market capitalization. Over 311 billion in market capitalization. That's quite a bit. The second is Ethereum at 140, always trailing Bitcoin. I have a theory about that. I have a theory about why it's always trailing Bitcoin and why it will never overtake Bitcoin in essentially market capitalization. Because if you know anything about Ethereum, you know how Ethereum got started, or you know how it, yeah, you know the origins of Ethereum, and basically it was basically in my opinion, it was an initial coin offering. It was a security offering, is what it was. They were funding it. They were crowdfunding their coin by accepting Bitcoin. And the original people who did it, basically it was a pump and dump. It was to sell to the greater fool, and that's what it was. But the only person who stayed behind was Vitalik, and I think a lot of the value of Ethereum is predicated on him. And since he was one of the original founders, the guy left holding the bag, he also has a lot of Bitcoin. I mean, the only reason Vitalik is rich in any way, or wealthy, or considered wealthy, is because he holds a lot of Bitcoin. And that Bitcoin essentially is backing Ethereum. And therefore, Ethereum will never overtake Bitcoin, because in order for that to happen, he would have to dump all his Bitcoin to do that, which I don't think he will, because there's I really think in the back of everyone's mind, and whoever supports Ethereum, I don't think there's nothing really supporting the value of Ethereum other than the leaders, the developers there. And once the developers start divesting or divesting or selling their cryptocurrencies, there's nothing really backing it, not even Bitcoin. So if they start selling the Bitcoin, and the other thing is, if Bitcoin goes up, of course Ethereum always has to go up, because essentially what's backing Ethereum is essentially Bitcoin, not directly but indirectly through Vitalik Buterin, the lead developer of Ethereum, one of the original founders, who were basically the only person who was left holding the bag, because everybody else used it as a pump and dump. They pumped up, or as a selling to the greater fool. They just started a cryptocurrency, accepting Bitcoin for it, and they all left. And Vitalik Buterin was the only one left holding the bag. And then I think people got into it, seeing an opportunity to basically make even greater fools, which, that's what's been going on. People have been the greater fool with Ethereum, on and on and on. It gets worse and worse. Now they're manipulating the amount of Ethereum that's going into the market. The developers have way too much power over this. They become basically the Federal Reserve of cryptocurrency, which kind of defeats the purpose of cryptocurrency, because it was supposed to get away from that. It was supposed to be just run by itself, the market dictating what goes on, not the developers. They're just one component. Okay, let me see the chat here. I think you had some chat going on. Let me take a quick look. It says here, yes, I will be live streaming at the clubhouse. That's my plan if it's not raining. So I will live stream at the clubhouse again. Start riding my bike. I went onto the scale this morning. I've been doing it throughout the whole holiday, and I admit I'm not that bad, but I have gained a little bit of weight overall. My weight was 165, and I've been anticipating that weight, because I've been working out. I've been trying to gain weight, essentially. So I've been trying to gain weight. So I've been working out, trying to gain more muscle. And so 165 was my weight going into the holiday. I'm now 166 and a half, somewhere around there. That's anticipated, since I've been eating a lot, and I've been eating every day the ham that was left over. And yes, I will also be doing the Mantis. I'll try to start doing the Mantis again. Usually around this time of year, which for me, I live in the Houston area, Thanksgiving was just a rain out. It was a complete rain out. So I didn't do anything, and hopefully I'm hoping that it will not rain, because we had a lot of rain during the holiday. But this time of year it rains a lot, so I have to either wear my winter gear. It's been kind of cold in the morning, 40s. Not freezing, but cold when you're riding a bike. But yeah, I'll be going to the clubhouse. I'll be also doing the Mantis because it does rain, and on those days I'll just be laser dry firing. I did buy I did buy a pistol this year. I did buy a pistol. I bought the Taurus G3C, the compact version. And I also bought the Taurus TX22 22 long rifle. So, all right, we'll get back to the chart analysis. It is not looking good, everybody. It is not looking good. If you can see the today's percentage change, it's quite a bit. Let me scroll over to the 30-day. The 30-day looks really bad. The last 7 days, it's kind of bounced up and down surprisingly, but if you look at overall the 365 days in percentage, that's kind of all in the red. Most of this is going to be in the red. And surprisingly, most of all these other cryptocurrencies, they're going to just follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up, all these other cryptocurrencies go up. If Bitcoin goes down, all these other cryptocurrencies go down in general. But yeah, it's going to be a long winter. I do not anticipate the price to go up. There is no Santa Claus rally. So don't expect the Santa Claus rally. Don't expect to be buying things with your cryptocurrency. I don't know how many people try to buy things. I think it's a horrible time to buy anything with your cryptocurrency right now. You should just hodl. The strategy should really be to buy and hold. You want to buy and hold right now. That should be the strategy, and I'll tell you why. Here, let's go into the charts here real quick. All right, so here's the chart. I have a moving average. I have two moving averages. The white line, that squiggly white line, that is a 10 candlestick moving average. And then you see that yellow line, and I also have a trend line in there that's straight. I'll back up and I'll show you where I got the trend line. So the yellow line is another moving average, and they're weighted or estimated moving averages. So it's not a true average. It's a weighted average. And that is a 30 candlestick, because I'm on the weekly chart, and this is a weekly Bitcoin weekly chart analysis here. So I go by weekly. And I believe last time I mentioned it, we're in the fifth leg. I think this is the start of the bottoming. I don't think it's the bottom yet. So if you notice, the most recent low is 15,479. That's not going to be the low. I think there's a little bit more that has to go. And so, yeah. Hold on. For some reason, my chat is not showing up. Oh, not showing up anymore. Yellow, you're going to a new school? Awesome. I hope you make new friends at your new school. I'm enjoying my morning drink. Oh, getting up was so hard, man. I'm so used to... Well, I sleep in all the time, but I've been staying up so late, live streaming with all of you, that my sleeping schedule is off. So let me zoom out. Let me try to zoom out. No, that's not working. There we go. Okay, let's refresh that. All right, so I got that line is basically the all-time high at 69,000. That's kind of incredible that it's 69, yeah, 69,000. And then the next line The 2 points are the all-time high, and then the line, the candlestick that kind of shows the first dead cat bounce. So those 2 points basically make that trend line, and that's where I'm getting that line. And what's happening, if you take a look, I'm going to try to zoom in. I'm going to try to zoom in. Okay, so if you take a look, you'll notice that the price started moving out of that trend line. If you look at the bottom right there, like right here, right around the bottom area where I have my crosshairs in this area. I have to refresh now. So if you take a look at that, you'll see something interesting that usually indicates the beginning or the start of a bottoming. Okay, it's going to be a bottoming, and what it usually does is that the price will break out of the trend line. Okay, let me refresh this so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so the price will break out of the trend line. It will be a false signal. It usually is a false signal. Surprisingly, and the most interesting part of like chart analysis is the price reflects current events. So the red candlestick that you see going down after it breaks out of the trend line is the day that FTX announced that basically they're in trouble. If you don't know about FTX and Sam Bankman Friedman, he used FTX as a personal piggy bank. Usually using other people's money to buy other crap coins, NFTs and everything. And because he's the only buyer of these crap coins, and also he was making crap coins, and again he was the only buyer, he was pumping up the price of these crap coins with customers' money. And also he was apparently buying houses and living the life of a billionaire off of other people's money. So they're going to collapse. Is it going to affect Bitcoin? I suspect not that much. I think the crap coins are going to take the biggest hit, especially the ones that are involved with FTX, because those were artificially inflated. Anybody who has Bitcoin knows better, should know better. Most people who are hardcore Bitcoiners, if they're a Bitcoin maximalist, they know better. Well, Yellow, I don't think I'm gonna. It's hard to play poker live stream because everybody knows my hand. Hard to win. All right, Yellow, have a good one. So, I lost train of thought. Oh, yeah. So basically, how is this going to affect Bitcoin? It's probably not going to affect Bitcoin. I think overall, the price needed to have some kind of fifth leg going down. And it's kind of interesting that how the chart analysis and current events line up at the same time. They all line up at the same time. It's very, very interesting. So that's I think what you're seeing now. It's if you analyze charts or you've been in the game long enough, you're going to see that the prices reflect current events along with the chart analysis. And so with this fifth leg going down, I think there is more to come, because what usually happens is it'll break out of the trend line, and then it's going to dance on the top part of the trend line There's usually a channel, you know, when you make a trend line, there's a top trend line and a bottom trend line. This is descending. So the interesting part is that it will most likely break out, which it did, go down, dance on top of the trend line while the trend line is going down, and then you'll probably see one more jab going down, going back into the trend line, the top trend line, and because it's descending, the price has to like take a drastic downward movement, and it's going to go back into the trend line, dance around there, and then finally really do a breakout. It's going to break out of that trend line, which isn't too hard because you're at the top portion of a descending trend line. It's gonna what it's really gonna look like without any trend lines. If you just look at the candlesticks, the chart itself, it's just gonna look like a bottoming, and essentially that's gonna be the bottom, or it's the start of the bottom. So right now, using your Bitcoin right now to buy stuff, to use things, to purchase stuff, to trade with, is a really bad idea, because you're selling at the lowest price. You have to start selling at when Bitcoin's at its top. I don't know why I say this, but some people don't understand it. Sell at the top, not at the bottom. But you know, there's just people out there who just love to sell low and buy high for some reason. So there's my chart analysis. There probably is a good chance one more time the price is going to bottom out. The other thing I'm looking at is the price is way oversold right now. It is oversold. It's definitely way below the 10-period moving average. It's way below the 30-period moving average. It seems like there's a lot of selling pressure because the price is just not moving up anywhere. And again, we have a lower high and a lower low, and that will continue. You're probably wondering, well, when is it going to turn around? Well, this is the signs that you need to look for when there's a turnaround in the price. All right. Higher highs, higher lows. It's going to be hard to tell because you're going to see a lot of like range movement. There's not going to be a higher high. There's not going to be a lower low. It's going to be kind of mixed. You know, it's going to be up and down. You're going to get whipsawed a lot during the next 2, maybe 3 days. And I'm sorry, not 2 to 3 days. The next few months leading to November of next year, of 2023. I think by then you're going to start seeing an uptrend, or you're going to see the beginning of the uptrend, or the beginning of the bull market. Probably most likely you'll reach the peak most likely maybe around March. It could be even after, but I think the bull market will start happening basically next year for the most part, around November, or maybe even a little bit before or after. But I think that's when the next bull market will continue. But right now, should you start buying at these lower prices because Bitcoin's on sale? Well, Bitcoin's definitely on sale, that's for sure. People are more than happy to sell you their bags of Bitcoin, which they think they have a bag of Bitcoin. But if you've been playing this game long enough, you realize that the price goes up and the price goes down. And ideally what you want to do is you want to buy low and sell high. It's, you know, very simple concept. Sometimes the simplest things are the hardest things to do. So that's what I recommend. Buy low, sell high. So that's my chart analysis for the week. It is going to be a very cold winter. Prices will continue to fall, in my opinion. all the way until maybe during the summer. You might see some activity, but I really think November. I still am keeping my November 2023 time period is when you'll start seeing more of the bull market coming back, because by then 2024, all right, 2024 is basically the halvening, which coincidentally coincides with the presidential election. Hey, Tasuma, how you doing? I see you. I see you. It's not popping up in the chat for some reason. I see you. Hi. I'm in front of the computer. I could type hi. I'm glad you stopped by. Not a Roblox stream. This is my weekly Bitcoin stream, weekly Bitcoin chart analysis. I do a couple of these. I do this once a week. I didn't do it last week because it was holidays. I also do a live stream from the clubhouse. So I ride my electric bike to the clubhouse, get a view of the lovely view of the lake, the weather. It's kind of been really warm out here, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get to the clubhouse. I gotta hit the gym today. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing my Bitcoin live stream early. I gotta hit the gym today. I also have to do other stuff. I gotta eat breakfast. I'm on a certain, well, I'm not on a diet, quote unquote. I'm trying to get back into fitness. I'm trying to gain more muscle, so I'm trying to eat the right stuff, lifting weights. I ride the bike for fun. I usually ride the bike to the clubhouse that has a fitness center, do my live stream. I also have some internet meeting. I got some YouTube stuff, YouTube meeting I have to go to. I'm going to be doing another challenge, a Christmas challenge, Shortsmiths challenge, which I might get some of you guys to participate with me. We might do some Roblox shorts here with the challenges, is what I'm thinking. I'm not sure. But good to have you in the live stream. Appreciate it. And if anybody's watching, subscribe to Yellow and Tasuma. Check out their channels. I think they're just kids. I'm not sure. But I'm glad you're here. All right, my final conclusions are price will continue to go down. And it's also the best time to buy Bitcoin during those times. If you're looking for a sell, it's here, and it will continue to be here throughout the winter time. And I suspect it'll gradually start going back up in price. You will not know. You will not realize it. Hindsight 2020. Everything will make sense after the fact that it happens. You'll realize, if you're new to this, you'll only realize when you should have bought after the bull market. After you reach the all-time high, you'll go back in the charts and you'll look at it and you'll say, oh man, I should have bought when it was at this price. Well, that's the newbie mistake. If you've been in this game long enough, you know what's going on. You know when to buy. The best time to buy is when everyone's selling, when everyone's panicking. You'll get an idea, a sense of when the bottom is in, and I think the bottom is definitely coming really soon. It's already starting, in my opinion. It most likely is already here, and it's going to be a very cold winter for those people who are hodling. But people who hodl understand and know what's going to happen, so they're already prepared. Remember, the best strategy is to buy and hold. It really is. Just buy and hold. Many times people, I've seen a lot of YouTubers and YouTube channels especially these cryptocurrency channels. They all talk about how to trade and do this and do that. But I'm so surprised at the end of the day, they actually own no cryptocurrency because they sold it. They usually sell it at the high because they think they're doing a pump and dump. Fast forward only 5 years later, the Bitcoin that they dumped, or whatever cryptocurrency that they dumped, is worth like 100 times more than it is when they sold it. So they sold themselves short, really. In my experience, from what I've seen, the best strategy is simply to buy and hold. Look at the charts once in a while. I look at them to get an idea when the bottom and the next bull market is coming. That's why I look at them. I don't have any skin in the game. I'm not trading. So, but I do look at it, and if you see the patterns over and over again, you know what to do. Anyways, I'm going to end this live stream. Thank you for everyone in the chat, Yellow and Tasuma. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm going to be doing my non-Roblox streaming again. I know a lot of you are here from my Roblox when I play with Cotton Candy. Anyways, thank you. I'll see you all next week or whenever, and maybe even do the Wednesday. I think usually Wednesdays is when I ride to the clubhouse with the electric bike and do a clubhouse live stream. So I'll see you then. Bye.